Evidently, your guys' volume is off. Let's try that again. Okay. Thank you, Internet, for letting us know. Go
You
ahead and try.
didn't hear a word of what he said?
Nope, evidently not.
I get a twitch. I go on too long.
That's great. He
Maybe
just
I should
recapped
shoot for 25
everything
million
to a
hours.
nobody. Oh, that makes me happy on an emotional level.
That's a great start. Okay, so to recap from last week, can you hear me now? You guys can hear me now?
Chat says yes.
Okay. All right, let's
I'll
try
stop
this
laughing.
again. That's hilarious. Okay, so last week went back.
Give
to
him the short version.
encampment, killed a bunch over here. Killed a bunch over there. Killed some up here. Ark ran out of rages and decided to just hold the door, be the fire hazard that he was, being the anti-barbarian, and just full-on defense, not letting anyone escape while everyone else pulled them out. Draho was pulling off some mad damage last week.
Yeah, that freaking plus 10 does awesome
and
stuff.
Apparently now it's going to be a tradition that someone loses their internet somewhere partial way into the stream. We saved Lady McIntyre. Then some adamantine ore just went mysteriously missing. Who knows where it ended up?
I know where it ended up.
And apparently there's rogue little tabaxi actual fat cat going around who is looking for another person, and I wrote down the name of the person they're looking for, but I do not see
Shade.
down. Shade. Thank you. And then we had a week of downtime. And now we're back,
So post that, you guys got back to the camp or back to the city. You between Ronmi and Navarra are able to sweet talk the guards on getting into the city with all your loot. A little bit of payoff to them, and then you guys end up meeting back at the Sword Tables Lounge post downtime. Go ahead and fire through your guys' downtime.
Who wants to go first? Because mine's
yeah, I'll just bust mine out real quick. So Navarra, before we left the ogre camp, did some investigation on the teleportation circles that we found. Looks like the ogre magi might have been working for somebody called Bator, the wild beast, who is apparently looking to kill the frozen prince. So I need to do something about that so I can get my soul back. And then Shade is apparently somebody who's running a group called the Obsidian Blade, who is gathering, looks like some kind of powerful artifacts. But it's only drunk people that know anything about this, so take that with a grain of salt.
That is super more useful than most of what we probably did. What'd you do, Ark?
Well, Ark finally got those giant's boots identified that he had just forgotten about entirely. They are nice and warm and cozy on his feet. They have some magical properties. The boots of the hinterlands.
What do they do?
They make me resistant to cold at all times, not just when I'm raging. So that's
nice.
And I can withstand temperatures as low as, I think it was -50. But if I'm wearing heavy clothing on top of that, that's double to -100. So if and when we do go to the plane of Levistus, I'll be set.
Good.
Also, if terrain is icy or snowy, it doesn't count as difficult terrain for me.
Oh, good. Yeah, you need those.
Yep. On top of that, I went to go see if some of that mysteriously disappearing adamantium could be used to coat around my maul to make it more effective at breaking things, but that's going to have to wait, and I'll let Draho explain why in a minute. Because I went to
disappear. It went to storage.
No, we cleared out the mine for other people. Technically, that ore is theirs, or was. Anyway,
I did not know that. Not that it would have changed what happened. Hazard pay.
Anyway, but yeah, he's gonna have to wait on that because your smith is a little busy for a month. So he also decided to check in on all that food that he ordered that none of you know about yet. For whether we win or not, we're gonna win the tournament. And then he just decided to, work for a living. So he got on some mercenary work, and he made sure to get in contact with his bear spirit, who, to make a long story very short, undead riding dragons and burning the multiverse. That's what he was shown.
Because every good plot line needs a multiverse.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was basically it.
Yeah. Draho, being the suave and intellectual businessman that he is, invested in a couple more businesses. So we now get a discount at a jeweler and a woodworker on top of the tailor and smith. I went to the bank and took out a loan so that I could purchase a two-story warehouse on the waterfront to store our wagons plus pretty much all that grain and hay and all the stuff we had that we can sell, and for future things, so we have somewhere to store stuff. Second level, I'm having basically half of it converted into barracks over time to store the 10 newly recruited mercenaries plus their captain, who's a veteran adventurer, who are going to be protecting our horses and our warehouse while we're in town. And if, I did 10 because I figured that lets them work 24 hours a day in shifts. But if there's any left over, you're welcome to take one with you as a personal guard through town. They work for Arachnophobia, not Draho specifically. So this is all Arachnophobia property that Draho's buying, so you guys have access to it.
I keep trying to tell you, that's just our stage name. It's not our adventuring name.
Well, it's going to be because he's building a brand around it, damn it. Draho's going to turn his illegal activity into money. It's legal money.
Those are our luchador alter egos.
And then I also, what was the other thing I did that was important? Oh, yeah, I just went ahead and paid to put Kibble into jeweler school. So he might be out on our next adventure as he attends school. So he might not be with us for the next adventure. I don't know how long it's going to take him to jewel. But yeah, he's going to become a jeweler. And at some point, we all have to we got some unknown gemstones. We got to get those appraised or analyzed because they glow like they're magic, but I can't figure out, and neither can Kibble figure out what exactly they do. They're just magical of some variety. So that's something the party's going to have to look into in time.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, that was all he got done for downtime, is building up the portfolio.
Alrighty. Roskar, anything that you did for downtime?
Not too much. I stayed around the town, just living life luxuriously.
Living large, the Goliath way.
Yep.
Gotta say, did you go full decadent and just like, I want to live a luxurious lifestyle for the whole time?
Yeah, while I wore that new
spa
outfit.
the whole time.
Yeah, not bad. Eventually, I am going to talk to you guys about us purchasing a house to live in so that we have an official location to centralize our team so that we can, start making the guild come to us to give us work because we're the only fish in town.
We'll form our own guild.
We shouldn't have to go to them. They should come to us.
Right.
Okay.
So, also, if new people come to town wanting to be adventurers, we can sort of let them know their place so they don't take our business.
So with that, you guys are currently at the Sword Tables Lounge. What would you like to do?
Well, obviously, Draho's going to walk in with the mercenary captain that he hired to introduce him to the team and explain, this guy's looking after our security from now on. You need anything, talk to him.
Right, I'll do what I can. Just let me know what you need.
Yes. What's his name? Did you give him a name yet? Or am
Oh,
I just
we'll
totally
call
throwing
him-
GM under the bus?
What was it?
Random name generator.
Sorry about that. Grumpy Attack Puppy. Well, we'll call him something nondescript. Justin.
Here's some X-Adventure.
Hello, Captain Nondescript.
That's right.
Well, yeah, he's technically a captain now because he's in charge of my guys, training them and all.
It's like when you buy a ship. You are now technically of the rank of captain, but only on that ship.
Yeah, so, you need something from the boys, go talk to him. He's posted out of the warehouse. That's their barracks for the time being till I get it renovated. So,
Yeah, don't worry. We're always just in time.
I like him. That was funny.
How much time do we got before we're due to be fighting whoever we're fighting this week?
That'll actually be later today, because you guys have had roughly the remainder of the week to do downtime, and so we cycle right back into that Hall of Wonders scene whenever you want.
Do we want to stock up on anything? Maybe some potions. I mean, we have some more. Although I had to have 2 when we.
I don't know. How many potions is everyone carrying? I've got, I believe, 2 in my equipment.
Yeah, I'm out now.
Well, if you want to go buy potions,
Yeah,
Draho
we
can't buy
can go
potions.
talk to
for
Crazy
people.
Habib because I'd like to check in with him as well. Anyway,
Kibble still has 3.
Draho can't keep buying all the potions. He's took out a loan for a
Well,
warehouse.
if Draho didn't keep pissing off our vendors. Anyway, I'll go with Navarra to see Crazy Habib.
Okay.
And I will go too because I actually want to ask him about those gemstones.
Plus, you need to get your cloak if you haven't already.
Okay.
Yes, my cloak.
So, you guys head over to Notions, Lotions, and Potions. Walk in. Store looks fairly similar. And out comes a kind of standard clerk. Do for you.
is Mr. Habib in today?
Dropped off his shipment to us and back on the road.
Ooh, whereabouts is he headed?
Goes all over. He's dominantly a shipper, collector, and seller of things. That's why we have him come in to bring in what he can every now and again.
Okay. Do you happen to know which direction he headed out?
Last we knew, he was headed towards the Sword Coast, so it may be quite some time.
Okay.
Did he by chance leave a blue cloak?
Oh, he did. Are you Mr. Draho?
Yes.
Oh, well, Mr. Draho, just one moment. And he goes behind the counter, pulls out a package. It's wrapped in kind of a little burlap sack with twine around it and passes it over to you. There you are, sir.
Excellent. I open it up and inspect the quality.
Done wonderfully.
Excellent. It's the proper shade of blue?
It is.
Yes. Well, I'm going to take my old cloak off, put the new cloak on, snap it up nice, take the old cloak and hand it to whoever wants it. Anyone want this?
Well, mine's fine.
I'll pass, thank you.
I don't think it's my size.
And also, keep in mind, Draho, because you have that elven chainmail now, you can actually take advantage of the stealth bonuses fully.
Oh, yeah. That's not a concern of mine.
Oh, that's right. You want them to know who killed them.
So in addition to the cloak, did Mr. Habib leave any mention of a keystone or a portal stone, anything like that?
No, not specifically. I do believe that's one of the reasons why he started his trip, though.
Thank you.
While we're here, would you still happen to have healing potions in stock?
Oh, yes. We have 10 normal healing potions, 5 of the greater healing potions, and 2 of the superior.
And just remind me the prices of each, please.
Well, let's see. I mean, he flips open a book. Considering your standard adventurers that have come in before, we have you marked down for the discounted price, 25 on the standard healing potions, 150 on the greater, and 5,000 on the superior.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and buy. And how many of the greater did you say you had?
5.
I hear the calculator going.
I'm just trying to figure out if I want 1 or 2.
I'm sure you could afford all 5.
I could, but I'm saving up for other things. So, but
That's the weak way to play.
says the guy with no money.
Right?
You know what? I will take 1 greater and 2 standard.
All right. Here you are. Just go ahead and deduct it from your PC sheet.
Will do.
Is there anything else I can get for you, gentlemen and ladies?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to catch Habib here, or his brother / employee,
Oh,
boss, manager.
And like I said, and he travels more often than not. This isn't his shop.
Okay, so do you happen to know anyone in town that would be good with identifying magical items?
Well, basically, you could speak to someone at the, Wizarding College. Unfortunately, the owner of the shop isn't here at the moment. Otherwise, he'd be able to help.
Okay. Kibble will do that for you.
No, that's the problem. Kibble couldn't.
Oh.
It's beyond identify or detect magic. All he knows is that they are, in fact, magic. So I need to go get it taken to a professional. So, okay, I'm going to very politely say thank you. And I'm sure from where I was wandering around the city looking for warehouses, I pretty much know where this place is located.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where I'm going to head next. If somebody doesn't have anywhere else to go, want to follow me.
I suppose I'll go with you since I've been to the Wizards College and I know some people there.
That's
and
good.
Someone's going to keep you from doing something stupid, so.
Also, I mean, it'd be nice since these stones belong to all of us for you guys to know what they do too.
Plus, I'm curious.
All right. You make your way to the Wizards College. Getting there, you're ushered into effectively the registrar's office. Is there something we can do for you today?
Yes, my associate here has some magical items he would like to get identified. Is there somebody we can speak to?
Oh, yes. Professor Armin is our identifying expert. He's over in the divination wing of the college. Just head off to the left hall there. Follow that about 2 quarters down, take a left. 1 quarter down, take a right, and you'll end up at his office at the end of the hall.
Thank you.
I don't know why, but I just feel like the best way for the Wizard College to be is just you start walking down the hallway and the room you need appears at the end of the hallway. And everyone's just like, down that hallway, first door.
That's the Ivy League.
That's the only directions they ever give. Down that hallway, first door.
So I guess we'll follow the directions.
All right.
And head on down.
You make it down to a door that's labeled Professor Armin.
I will knock politely.
Okay. It's open. What can I do for you?
Hi, Professor Armin. My friend here has some magical items he would like to have identified.
Oh, wonderful. Go ahead and place them on the table. And he pulls out a monocle and sets it in his eye. Let's take a
Put
look
the
and
rocks
see what
in.
we have.
I will put our rocks on the table.
Oh, that's different. Where the aura emanating some form of magical aura,
Yeah, we got that much.
alteration, potentially abjuration, but what they do specifically. Where did these come from? Where did you come by these?
A basically a mine that was infested with ogres. We cleared it out and found these gemstones hidden amongst the such and such.
Interesting. Ogres don't tend to have this sort of magical item.
There
Much
were
magic at all.
several dead kobolds there, so they might have been hoarded by some kobolds and stolen by the ogres.
Potentially. Are you willing to leave them for a little while so that we do some research onto that?
Of course, after I get a written confirmation of how many I've left here
Oh, of course, of course.
and that
I
they'll
can
be
certainly
returned.
do that. Yep.
Excellent.
If you'll see the lady at the front registrar, she'll go ahead and posit that for you and then have that transported over to the research office.
Thank you.
Oh, of course, of course. Anything else?
Nope, that would be it. Thank you for your time.
Wonderful. Once we figure out what's going on with these, we'll get in touch with you. Anywhere in specific that you're staying?
What's it called? The Sword Sister Inn?
Sword Tables Lounge.
Yep. And the Singing Sword Inn is above.
Okay, yeah. The Singing Sword Inn.
Oh, sure.
Let them
On
know
the
it's
side.
for Arachnophobia. They'll know who we are.
Huh. Interesting name. All right. Can do.
You guys may not like it, but that will become our adventuring title.
No,
So yeah, I'm gonna get the paperwork, make sure it checks out.
Yep.
Put my
So the-
signet ring on it so they know that it's officially signed by me.
No problem. So the lady at the front registrar goes ahead and fills out some paperwork. There's about 12 pages in total, detailing everything that you've brought in. And if I'm correct, you had like several £100 worth of rubble, shall we say?
I think, hold up, it's actually in the, let me bring it up here. It's not too far up in Discord. We had 50 gold odd glowing gemstones. I assume that's 50 pounds worth of gemstones.
Correct. Mhm.
Yeah. And then the glowing red ore as well as 200 pounds, but that was the adamantite I took and got working, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so that we don't have to worry about.
Okay. So she makes out that paperwork for the 50 pounds of gemstones, lets you know that as soon as they're finished with the research, they'll reach back out and let you know what's going on.
Excellent. Thank you for your time.
Oh, of course.
Fold it up, put it in my coat pocket, out the door.
All right. Where to next?
Anyone got anything else they need to do?
I don't have any specific business. I would like to talk to Lord Alinor before we go in and fight, but
I remembered some business we do got to do. We've got a flag to pick up.
That is true.
I was wondering if you guys were going to remember that.
Just did. It just occurred to me. We got to go get that flag. We already did we pre? No, we didn't prepay.
Nope.
But it's okay. We're going to pay what they ask because we're good negotiators.
You're a partner in the business now, so.
Yep. So you head over to Cynthia's. There, she has it draped out over a table. Lord Draho, we've completed the flag, and it's attached to the pole here. Is it to your liking?
Yeah, that's beautiful. Just what we needed.
Wonderful. So the billing in total coming from ourselves, the Blacksmith Jewelers Guild, roughly 100 gold.
100 gold? Excellent. That's a good deal. I will pay that myself because I'm the noble.
Okay.
I will take that out of my gold.
And of course, if anyone else has any particulars that they need done, by all means, we're very open, happy to help out.
Adjusted the gold.
Not that I can think of at the moment.
Nope.
Well, then I'll go ahead and get back to work, and if anything comes up, you just let us know.
Excellent.
Right, bye-bye.
Bye. See ya. Keep making me money.
All right. Do we have any other unfinished business?
Honestly, I don't think so. I think that was all we had. So
All right,
next we talk to Eleanor, then go do our fight club.
Yep.
Fight club.
All right. So,
All right.
you figure that Eleanor will probably be down at the Hall of Wonders fighting pit. Heading over there, everything seems fairly normal. Get down in there and you see that the fighting pits have changed the odds. Currently there are 3 teams that are still in the competition, 2 other than yourselves. Top ranked is still listed as the Milk-Fed Babies. Second is the Iron Legs clan, and then you guys.
Now, milk-fed babies were the ones that we saw before, or was that the Iron Legs?
They're the top contenders. They're the ones that I basically own if we beat them.
Right. No, I got that part, but was that the fight that we actually saw? Wrap up?
No, that was who was it? Angvar's
Other
Raiders.
Yeah.
Okay. Who have been eliminated now?
Correct.
Apparently. Okay. Is there a fight on all? Do we have someone fighting already today, or
No, you guys are the main event for today.
really?
Mhm.
What are our odds now?
They are listed as 5-1.
It's basically every 5 gold we lay down, we get 1 gold back.
Correct.
That's not bad. I mean, I feel like it should be better, but
You can see that the Iron Legs clan has moved up to 10-1, and the Milk-Fed Babies are still sitting at 25-1.
Looks like we have to upset some people today.
Yep.
yeah. Anyone got to place any bets?
Not this time.
Well, then I'm gonna go place a bet.
Okay. So you
Make
wander
sure
over.
it's just money.
You wander over to the Betmaster. Yeah. What do you want?
I'm gonna take out of my pocket a purse, slide it over the table.
All right. Who's it for?
It's
yourselves?
on Arachnophobia, yes.
Gotcha.
Coming out on top.
And
Go
how
ahead.
much is in the purse?
Discord. I'm keeping this secret from everyone. I want to surprise him.
Alrighty. Right. Sounds good.
Now we lose, and Draho, ends up in a ditch. Depressed.
So I'm not saying I'm throwing the fight, but
It's because
I'm also not saying you're not.
Draho's pride. He doesn't want to admit how little gold he has, so he doesn't want anyone to know. So he's being very secretive.
It's 1 copper.
That's getting a little rich for me.
and some rocks.
All right. So once you make your way back over to the group, you do see young Lord Master Todrick kind of roll over to you. Golden, dudes, how you doing? Thanks so
You got him!
much. Yeah, it was so great. Like the Rami lady, she came over and she helped out, and she got me such a sweet deal. Was able to afford both you guys and these. So awesome.
Nice. How's your sister doing?
Oh, good. She's fully recovered in the last, and says that she couldn't do that again because killed my entire retinue, and Dad's gonna be.
Has she considered actually becoming an adventurer and like getting properly trained? You guys seem like you have the funds for it.
Oh, we do, but it's a whole lot of thing to do, and like we're too old to be going over to Raven's Crest at this point.
Yeah, feels
Well,
like
let her know if she ever wants to spar. I'm up for it.
Okay, we'll do, we'll do. Like she'll probably like that, dude.
yeah, get it.
How do you if he hits you in the skull with his mace, he likes you.
Boy, like
Is this his get rich quick scheme? Marry the noble? Is Art playing the long game?
Arky is look, someone wants to fight, and they started out a little ahead of themselves. So, respecting real, basically.
Hey, if she was an elf, Draho would totally be trying to get a wedding proposal out of it, but can't be marrying into the lesser classes of species. Bad for the family.
As someone who comes from a union of an elf with one of those lesser species, I would advise you to shut up, Draho.
This is actually hilarious. Out of character, I keep forgetting that you're half elf. I'm just throwing every time I turn around and talking shit about humans and lesser elves.
Ark is just gonna kind of lean over.
Accidentally being the perfect draw.
Ark is gonna have to lean down and whisper to Navarro's ears, like, "I agree with you, but do you think that's going to change anything?"
I'm accidentally Draho in this. I keep just talking shit about your race without realizing it.
Well, definitely throwing the fight now.
Please don't, Navarro. I'm the one who actually has a rep to maintain around here.
So as you guys are talking like this, Todrick's just like, "Oh, this is so not anything I need to know about. So see you later," and he skates off.
He's probably gonna burn out his mind with some sort of illicit drug later, so we don't have to worry about him remembering anything.
Bold of you to assume he's not doing that already. All right, so Eleanor.
You see him off to the side and in kind of his normal booth area.
His VIP box. Well, let's go say hi and see what if he's got anything to say to us today.
Okay.
That routine.
So you wander over and
Yep.
he turns around as he notices you approach. "Oh, hello, Arik, Draho, Roskar, Navara, Arachnophobia. You guys have been so great. How's things?
Good. Really good, actually. Finding work, and that's been paying off for us. We're moving up a little.
Oh, great. Yeah, post that ogre encampment. Interacted with her, at least. Very near future.
Oh, good. That was actually a really good job.
Speaking of those ogres, do you happen to know anything about them specifically? I think they were working for someone who is trying to kill somebody that I would rather not have killed.
Really? Well, if you can give me some details. As far as we know, just set that up as they wanted squatters out of their mining area.
It's a little bit of a delicate situation. Not something I can talk about openly, but
Sure.
anything you can find out about those ogres would be greatly appreciated.
Okay, well, I'll take it under advisement. For that.
Also, does the name Obsidian Blade mean anything to you?
Recent rumor, something like that is running around. Probably some new thief guild or something. It's probably nothing to worry about.
Because they also seem to be involved in whatever was going on at that mine.
Oh, that's a bit awkward. Yeah, I'll take that and check in with the other lords that put in the bounty as well.
Good.
So, Eleanor, any idea what we might be up against today?
No, the last couple have had some kind of weird monsters. Say the milk-fed babies. Still don't know why they changed their name. But they were facing off several remoras.
Really?
Really. The Iron Legs clan took on a pair of...
That's me saying really? Would Ark know what a remorse is?
Figure you were from, what, the northern area?
Northern area, yeah.
Yeah, they're generally cold-based creatures.
Huh.
And the Iron Legs clan, they took on a pair of purple worms.
Okay.
So I'd expect something that burrows, something that explodes on you. Should be interesting.
Okay. Well, the challenges are quite literally getting bigger.
Yeah. At very least, make sure you wear your protective gear. Don't get any of the splash damage. If you...
I am my protective gear.
Well, that'll work then.
Yeah. All right. How much, actually out of character, how much time until our match?
Maybe an hour or two.
Okay. Well, guess we need to go do some stretches and look fashionable.
All right.
Speaking of that, Elven Cloak, what does that do for you exactly? Because I assumed it's...
If you pull up the hood as an action, you have advantage on stealth checks.
Until you take it back down.
Right.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
It's a fairly simple enchantment, but very useful depending on the character build.
I just wanted to make sure I had everything for it if I needed to adjust the character sheet for anything.
Yeah. That's why when I played the scout, I was very specific that that's the thing I wanted. So, all right.
Okay.
So let's go get our game faces on and BRB.
Oh, also, did anyone else take that +1 rapier in the group? Did anyone discuss it with you?
Not as of yet. I don't think Ronme knows about it.
Okay. I was just curious because if so, I'll take it if no one else wants it or will use it.
Yeah, I'd wager she won't since she already has a +1 longsword.
Okay, then I'll take it. Let me add that to mine.
Doesn't do me any good.
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, who can actually use it? And, like, she's about the only one, really.
So it's you, Ark, and her, and Ark isn't going to use it.
Yeah. So I'll take it. As much as it seems like it, I'm trying not to hoard equipment on myself.
All right.
That isn't the plan.
Anything you guys want to do in the ensuing 2 hours prior to the event?
I'm just going to hang out and read my impossible book.
Okay.
Well,
Draho is going to walk around and sort of rub elbows with some fancy-looking people. See
Okay.
if he can get a few names and contacts, and see if any of these people happen to have any kind of vested interests in town that I could dig into.
Okay. We'll hit that up between sessions as to what you learn.
Yeah, basically, yeah, he's just going to look for more opportunities with the nobles.
Okay.
All right.
Anything from Froscar?
I'll hit up the food stand.
Okay.
Make sure I have a nice meal before I go.
Sounds good. Could be your last.
Oscar.
All right. So the couple hours go by. You guys read your book, hobnob with nobles, and get a good meal, and then head on down into the pit prep area.
Minotaur skull helmet on.
Real quick.
Also, make sure the flagpole's securely in. Are you strapping it to your back this time, Ark, or are you going to carry it out and plant it?
I am going to plant it when we enter. and then whatever goes down last gets stabbed. Oh, it's the original pit mostly.
Oh, the same
Yeah.
one as last time. No updates.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we are going to. I take it the ballista is back with 1 bolt.
It is.
Okay, and I take it we're not going to come out on the ballista side.
Nope, you guys always come out from the southern door.
We got a bribe to come out through the north for once.
I think that they probably have some kind of cage delivery system that, for their own safety, requires them to do the other doors.
All right, fair enough.
Here's an idea. Whatever, since he said something burrowing,
Mhm.
might want to take the bridge.
I mean, yeah, that was going to be my plan. Hide on the bridge.
So, but of course, whatever it is, I'm keeping it off of you. Just let me know who wants to take the ballista, if anyone.
Provided whatever we're fighting isn't smart enough to use it itself. Is Kibble with us, or is he in jewelry school right now?
He is with you.
Okay, if so, we're going to put it on Kibble because he just hit 2nd level rogue, 1st level bard, so he should be pretty good if we can get him some sneak attack.
Yeah. And he is the least likely to draw their attention because he's going to be the lightest on his feet.
Yeah.
So, okay. And maybe this time we'll have an opportunity to use some of the cover ourselves.
Yeah, if that comes up.
From the start, avoid the lava because if whatever's burrowing, it might toss you in there.
I like how you say avoid the lava. Like the first thing we're going to do when we get in there is everyone circle around the lava pit and wait.
I'm saying make it a point to not be near it.
Water's warm. Jump in.
Water's too warm. All right.
Okay, so we've got a battle strategy figured. Get to the bridge, secure.
Not so much a strategy as a vague idea of things we should do.
Get to the bridge, secure it, get Kibble on that ballista if he can. Nice
You know
part
it's going
about
to
the
be
bridge.
real hilarious if there's nothing burrowing.
Well, I mean, we can always
This is
jump.
just all one massive troll job.
It would be, but we could.
Although, to be fair, if we fought some trolls, that then we would want to use the lava.
But we have the backup of we can jump in the water if we need to take cover. And
That's true.
I mean,
All right.
Okay,
So
we think we've got a battle strategy ready.
So just let us know when we're being announced.
All right. So we'll get you guys put out onto the field. There we go.
As we're entering, I've actually got both hands on the banner,
Okay.
and I will step forward, plant it right there, just, and then pull out the 2 javelins and just raise them up for the crowd.
All right. At that, the crowd does go wild. Having seen your prior battles, they are exceptionally pleased that you guys are coming out.
Of course, Draho does the whole raising the bow in the air, and because he's the showman here.
I have to say, you showing off the last time worked very well.
Yeah.
Better than you expected it to.
All
I was
right.
very much expecting to drop my bow in the water.
All right.
They begin announcing you, letting the crowd know. Fighting today is Arachnophobia. They've passed 2 of the prior tests and come to the 3rd round with only 2 other competitors. Should they pass today, they will be one of 2.
Oh, so someone got eliminated while we were okay.
Probably the guys fighting the worms.
It's probably the remors. Actually, they're pretty scary.
No, milk-fed babies fought the remors. I don't see them getting knocked out early. They're the ones.
Oh, you know what? That is fair. That is fair.
And you guys see Kibble start booking his way over to Ballista.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, if they're giving us time to set up, I'll just stay in
No.
the middle.
Go hop
Yeah.
on the bridge.
Yep.
Okay. And you do feel a rumbling in the ground.
I'm gonna make sure Kimmel knows
How
after he
tall is
expends
this
that
rock
shot.
pile? Yeah. How tall is this rock pile on the left?
About 20 feet worth of rubble.
Okay.
Are you about to tremors this?
It crossed my mind that I should maybe at least not be exactly where they are, but I can at least draw them away from you if you guys are on the. I'm gonna find probably the biggest single boulder looking thing and just get up to that.
Okay.
So something that feels stable enough to hold my weight for until something decides to pop out. Frostgar, what you doing?
I'm gonna enlarge you.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand probably behind that pillar.
Okay. Well, since he's enlarging me, I actually, since we know something's burrowing, or at least we're meant to expect it, I'm actually going to take my javelins and partially gaming up the crowd, but also to draw whatever thing's attention against the ground.
All right. So at that point, let's go ahead and roll initiative real quick.
Oh boy. Oh God, why? 7.
Ooh, 17, not bad.
All right. And Ark, you said you had a 7?
7, yeah.
Okay.
I can't wait to get advantage on that.
So top of the round will be Nivara.
Okay, well, since there's nothing to fight, I will go ahead and hold action to Eldritch Blast the first thing that appears.
Okay. Second will be Draho.
Same, gonna draw my bow, put an arrow between my teeth, knock an arrow, and prepare to draw and shoot the first thing I see with a double shot.
Okay. Gibble does the same. We come to Frostgar.
I'm gonna move up onto the bridge.
Okay.
And wait.
Gonna bring.
You got a specific attack you want to do when that pops up like we are? Hold your action, or are you just gonna wait?
Yeah, I'll use a cantrip on it.
Okay.
All right. So Frostgar, Nivara, and Draho on the bridge feel the bridge rumble and begin to sway back and forth slightly. At this point,
It's coming out of the water, isn't it?
Oh, it's a bullet.
yep. This
For a second, I thought we
massive-
were about to get megalodon.
They loan sharks? No, land sharks. Yes.
this massive on fire bullet comes
Oh,
streaking out of the
wow.
ground.
Fire, and it's heading
There
for
are
our
so
wooden
many
bridge.
puns I can do with this.
Yep.
Nah,
And comes out directly next to Frostgar and attempts to bite.
Well, we get our opportunity attacks.
That you do. That's a crit.
Might as well go big.
I will use my racial bonus to negate some damage.
Good plan. He does 21 points with
I'll negate 9 of it.
And I believe you have to check concentration on my enlargement.
that is true. So con save. And is going to be 10. So yeah, you make it with the 10.
I rolled with the sharpshooter, so
Oh, sorry. I was thinking that was Frostgar's concentration. Um, 14 will hit. The 9 will not.
okay. And I do add. So I do a D8 plus 14. 19 damage.
All right, so you said a 14 hits?
Yep.
Okay. So 13 total.
And then I'll use Ray of Frost.
Before that, go ahead and give me that concentration check on your large.
Okay.
All right, and large drops.
Well, he reduced. Oh, yeah. Still. Yeah. That's disappointing.
Weird.
All right, and go ahead and fire that ray of frost. And we'll miss. So,
Okay.
what we see happen, Draho fires those 2 arrows. One goes sinking direct into it, and it kind of lunges to the side at the other one. The 2 strikes of force energy come from Nivara, impacting directly, lurching it back. Then the ray of frost just kind of flies over to the head, just due to the fact that it was pushed back a little bit. That is that one's turn.
Whoop. I was clicking the wrong thing.
Bullet 2 pops out next to Arc. Yep. Gonna miss. Oh, let's see. 1, 3. 3 hits on fire bullet 1. Almost forgot the heated body. So, as each one of those strikes hit, and as they were all happening at the same time, you see gouts of flame just kind of spew out of the bullet. Right. And that puts Frostgar as unconscious, as all 3 of those gouts of flame just kind of engulf around it and you.
Oh yeah, did Kibble get his attack?
He did not. Thank you for...
I just realized, I'm like, nobody hit him with the ballista.
Maybe we don't want to hit that one with the ballista. So I don't think Frostgar can take another gout of fire.
True. He rolled well. He is not going to turn and fire the ballista. And then this one erupts from the ground next to Arc as well.
Oh, great.
With a crit.
And of course I'm not raging yet.
True. But that was the most pathetic crit ever. On 2d12, it was a 1 and a 2. So a total of 5 points.
You know what? That's fair. I will not complain about that.
All right. And that will bring us to Arc's turn.
Okay. Arc is going to rage.
Good plan.
He was going to rush over and tackle the one next to Frostgar until the second one popped up next to him. So he's just going to shout, "Get Frostgar away from it!"
You think I was gonna do?
Stay back. This maybe. Oh no. So I am going to the one that hit me. Yeah, that's the one that's going to die. So reckless attack on firebolt 5. Really 5? Okay.
What can I say? Everything I throw at you guys take it down too quick.
Okay. This is the level of escalation you just took this to. Let me just make sure.
You think that? You think that? It's okay.
Man, if I lose that bunny, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Okay, that's going to be a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
That is way more than I needed to. And unfortunately, I don't get to add my the force to this because, well, yeah, okay, well, okay. Let me just double check my stats because it's been a week. Okay, that is going to be 16 magical damage to number
5. All right. So as you hit it, it likewise gouts with flame.
Yeah, let him.
For a total of 10, so reduction would be 5.
Okay. Boy, am I glad I bought potions before we came here. Okay. And recklessly again, because at this point
You got to lose.
the point is yet to bring it down as fast as possible. I need to get down to one of these things on me. It's a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
All right, so 17 points of damage this time.
Okay, and that's to number 5 as well.
Yeah, no, I'm focusing on one at a time. I have a plan. I just don't want to take 2 separate opportunity attacks right now.
It's actually not opportunity attacks. It just happens every time they're hit.
No. I'm saying that if I have a plan involving the one that's by the bridge.
Oh, gotcha.
But I'm not willing to take 2 opportunity attacks.
So the fire gouts from it again. This time only 9, so we'll drop that to 4. Okay.
That is all I've got.
All right. That'll bring us back to Nivara.
All right, so the question is, if I shoot this thing, is it going to damage Frostgar?
Probably.
From what you've seen, every time they're hit with any sort of damage, they gout within a 5-foot radius.
Can you do anything to move it without damaging it?
What kind of warlock do you think I am?
I think our best bet is to just try and get.
Can you do anything to move it while damaging it once?
I'm pretty sure that it doesn't speak any languages, so I can't command it. And that's my only utility spell. So...
Do you have any pushes with your Eldritch Blast?
No.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to just nuke the ones over by you then.
That'll be fine.
And then hopefully that'll clear you up to go deal with the one on the bridge.
Hey, maybe cold damage will suppress some of its fire thingy.
I was just going to do a bunch of Eldritch Blasts.
I mean, that works too.
Because I'm hoping I can clear 5 and then put a hurting on 2.
Yeah, no. If you can.
So we're going to Eldritch Blast 4 times.
Okay.
Do it.
Oh, that item is the most useful thing you ever got.
No, apparently only one of them is going to hit.
Correct.
Okay, so let's try to kill number 5.
I don't think...
That actually takes it out.
Oh, okay. And
it does gust one final time.
Well, at least they're a little.
For another 5 total after reduction.
Okay. All right. I'm somewhat less worried now. Although that number 5 is going to bother me for a while.
All right, so that's action, bonus action. Do I want to move? I don't think so. So I'm good.
Okay. Lord Draho.
Okay, gotta move past Navia carefully, Navera, and then I'm going to. Can I drag Throskar without him taking an opportunity attack?
It would take an opportunity attack, but it would take it on you, not him.
Okay. Well,
You're the very tasty alive thing.
now here's the question: can I pour a healing potion in his mouth, and then him and I roll into the water?
Functionally, yes. That will still give an opportunity attack, and at that point, you'll both be up. So it may go after either one of you.
I think that's our best bet. Is I got to get him a potion and get him out of here. Get him in the water. He can't get fire blasted.
Can you roll him, make sure his head stays above the surface, and then feed him the potion?
That is also a possibility.
That's actually a good point. Then I'm going to try and do that.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll give it the off attack on you.
Yep. Good luck hitting my elven chainman.
Don't. Okay.
Nope, that's a miss. So you're good to go.
Right. So I grab him by the shoulders and go, "Don't hate me," and twirl him into the water, holding onto his collar so that I keep his head above water.
Okay.
Then I'm going to pour a health potion down his throat, and then I'm going to let go of him. And I already took the opportunity attack, so I'm going to bam, bam, back up, so I'm no longer one more step. And then I'm just going to do nothing because I used my actions and bonus. So yes, that's it for me.
Okay. So roll your 2d4 plus 2.
Seven back.
Nice.
All right. That'll put Frostgar back to 23 in wounds and is
Puts
awake
me
in the
down
water.
to 1 health potion left.
And then action for the feed, movement, any bonus action.
I don't think I got anything I can really do with a bonus action
Okay.
as a fighter.
Okay. Frostgar being in the water complicates things for me slightly, but that's okay.
Hey, in the water, he can't get burned to death.
There. Yep. And at this point, Kibble comes in with firing that ballista at it.
It's Kibble with the chair. No.
With a nat 20.
Oh, yes, Kibble. Wait, no one's next to him, so no sneak attack.
Unless they did very stealthily.
All right. 66 came out to 22 points. Fire bullet 1 goes down, gets launched across and just kind of clatters into that stone pillar, just plugged up against it with a ballista bolt.
Damn, Kibble.
Good job, Kibble.
And then he starts booking it back over.
I'm sure.
Yeah. That is a one and done. Well,
I feel more confident about our ability to take on one of these guys.
I mean, they have fewer hit points than I was expecting.
Wait, hold up. We killed 5 and 1, correct?
That is correct.
This is number 2, so there's 2 that aren't accounted for minimum.
There's at least 2 that are unaccounted for. That's my thing. It's like,
Burrow
you need to stop giving
Java
them
love
numbers. You need to stop giving them numbers
it's just the way the program works.
Unless he's pulling one of those, unless he's pulling that prank where it's like, get 3 pigs, write the numbers 1, 2, and 4 on them, and release them into a building.
All right, Frostgar, you're up.
All right. 15, 25. The spell.
To quote the Krill from Finding Nemo, swim a roll!
Yeah, I
I'm gonna-
dumped you in the water specifically so you could get away from the fire blasting. What you do after that is up to you.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a boat.
I'm just gonna dash back by Kibble.
Okay.
Oh man, that was a perfect chance to get in the boat, push it out into the water, and make a Jaws reference about boat sizes.
I mean, I imagine you're tall enough that you could just hold on to the bottom of the bridge and just stay there in the boat.
Bullet. Attempting to chomp on Arc.
He's
Will
got
hit.
that.
For a total of 17, so we'll drop that by half, is 8.
Yep. How am I doing?
You're about half.
A little less. A little less than.
And then go ahead and take an attack of Op as it goes to Burrow.
Ooh. 18.
Will hit.
That is 15 damage. Sorry, 14 damage.
Yay!
Was there not enough of him out of the ground to burn at me?
There was.
Darn.
Yep.
That this is happening even if I'm doing bludgeoning damage.
Correct.
Okay, just checking.
14. Another 7.
Okay.
All right. And that one should now be invisible to you guys. Bullet 3 pops up next
Visible
to Kibble.
or dead?
Invisible because it's burrowing.
Oh, okay.
It has full cover and we can't see it.
Okay.
And misses on its attack against Kibble.
Spider armor for the win.
And Bullet 4 pops up next to Froscar.
Wow. Talk about bad luck.
Should have stayed in the water.
Not sure why it took that advantage. Try again. Heck.
Just go with the 9.
You might have had it still as invisible.
Oh, no, it's listing unconscious effects, so it's doing advantage on that.
Okay. That's what you meant, Rob.
Sorry. Oh. All right. Try that again. Much better. Helps if it's good. There we go. No, that is a miss. All right. That brings us to Arc.
Okay. I have an idea.
Is it a good idea?
Let's
Or is
not
it
get
an
ahead of
idea?
ourselves. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Puts me about here.
Mhm.
Okay. I would like to try to push it in the water.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Okay, and I'm raging, so I get advantage. And it was shit. Hang on a second.
Well, if this doesn't work, I also have a backup plan.
Well, technically this counts as one of my attacks, so I can try twice. 12.
Just shy. So you push up against it, and it kind of grunts and plants itself fully.
All right, well, I'm going to use my second attack to try again.
Okay.
23.
Nice.
Versus its 7, that does it. You push it into the water, and as that happens, you can see steam just cascading out of the water off of it. It starts making this kind of squealing sound.
Oh man, is it gonna steam up my new cloak? Get my
It
clothes
is.
all wrinkly?
Go
would
ahead and roll
actually unwrinkle
3d6
them.
damage.
Uh,
I did how much damage to it?
Roll 3d6.
3d6?
Yep.
Okay.
nice. Oh yeah, steam does de-wrinkle.
7.
Okay. 7.
With my bonus action, I will shift.
Okay.
Not bad. Okay, so that is going to be. Hang on, it's been a second since I calculated this. 14 temporary hit points. And I'm going to adjust my armor class very quickly.
Okay.
And
Anything else beyond that?
That is all I can do. I did my full movement, my action, and my bonus action.
Righty, Nivara.
All right. So I am going to target the square where Frostgar is standing,
Mhm.
and I'm going to cast Darkness.
Okay.
Someone's watched their Puffin Forest.
We are all going to be screwed.
Nah.
You'll be fine.
Unless Frostgar's night vision helmet gives him see-through
Although
darkness.
I'm pretty sure darkness doesn't stop their tremor sense.
Well, I'm hoping it'll be enough to get him to not be op attacked on the way out.
There's a potential. Anything else? Any movement bonus action?
Let's see. This is 4 and 3, so we haven't seen a 6 yet. So that's good.
Yet is a fun word.
I'm gonna go ahead and just back up a square.
Okay.
And the next one pops up over there.
I shouldn't be close enough for her to attack me.
Yeah, that's what I did
That's
when I moved up on the bridge. I was like, don't move too far.
All right,
Honestly,
that
I
brings
think
us to
we-
Draho.
I think
Okay,
we
well,
should maybe take the boat.
Will it give me an opportunity attack if I step away?
It will.
Okay, I
Is
feel
it-
like I'm confident enough to take that hit. I don't want to be close to this thing.
I mean, it's in the water, so I'm pretty sure it has disadvantage.
I'm going to step back here. Take my opportunity attack.
And it does miss you on the op.
You're welcome.
Sweet. So now we give it the good old razzle dazzle. Whoop, that was damage. Not supposed to roll.
I enjoy your confidence, Droho.
Well, that's wrong too, because I'm like everything, sharpshoot forever. Woot!
Did you just crit?
That is a
Yes.
crit. Mhm.
I hit twice and one was a crit.
You're
And
supposed to know, is that everything within 5 feet?
That is correct.
Just saying.
It won't hit the other one if I shoot it, but,
Yeah, but it hits that one.
yeah, but also I could hit him with my bramble shot, do more damage for it because it's
And
dice rolls.
And make it harder for it to get out of the water.
Yeah. I was gonna ramble it anyways, but now I get to do it on a crit.
And if it decides to burrow, it still takes damage.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Drawho, for being useful. Okay, now let me double check the what the grasping arrow does. 2d6 poison and then 2d6 slashing when it moves, so that's 4d6 poison. Okay. So there's our 4d6 poison right out the gate. 17. And
Okay.
let's see, both hit, so that's 14 and 14 is 28 plus 3d8 total. Right? Yeah. Because I don't add my modifier twice on the crit, right?
Correct.
Okay, thought so. And that is 42 damage plus 17 poison.
Right. You see the fire gout from your shots, and it just kind of sinks into the water with it still steaming around it.
Was the arcane shot even necessary?
It was not.
You know what? Screw it. I've still
Hey.
got one.
It looked flashy.
It did.
Play it
Yeah,
up.
that is true. The point is to look good. I basically just did like the Kraken tentacles with vines and drug it to the deep. So yeah, after that, of course, bonus action, flip the bow in the air and do a standing backflip and catch the bow with one hand without looking.
Right.
What's my role for this?
Acrobatics.
Yes. I get advantage for being so excellent at what I did.
You can always use your inspiration.
If I need to, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to use my lucky coin to roll that again.
All right.
Because I'm not about to fall in the water without my bow. More like it.
That'll do it.
Thank you, lucky coin.
So your bow goes up. You do the flashiest flip you can and catch it behind you.
Yeah. And then, of course, bow to the audience.
The audience begins cheering. Oh, draw ho, draw ho.
Yeah. Worship me.
Right. Anything else?
That was only one attack, right?
No, it was 2.
Okay.
That a draw ho?
Yeah, that was it. That was all my action economy. Sorry, I thought I already said that.
Oh, that's okay. So Kibble will go ahead and toss heal on Froscar.
Yay!
Yeah.
Nice. Get 20 points back.
Ooh,
And Kibble.
Kibble's good people.
Does Froscar even have 20 hit points to heal?
He does. So he's down only 3 at this point.
Oh,
And then
nice.
Kibble books it onto the bridge.
Yep.
Froscar.
All right. I'm going to locate it. If I try to disengage, will I get an attack of op?
If you use your action to disengage, no.
Then that's what I'll do.
All right.
Yeah.
Good plan.
Like the barbarian.
And that'll end my turn.
Okay. Bring it. Bullet.
I'm in the acid.
Two gonna do.
Okay. And then bullet 4 begins burrowing.
I bet it does.
Pauses there and readies in action. All right. That'll bring us back to Ark.
How tall are these pillars?
They go all the way up to the ceiling, so they're about 180 feet.
Do they have anything resembling handholds?
Not specifically, but you do see notches from prior battles up to about maybe 20 feet up.
Okay. I'm going to look at Froscar, and I'm going to say, don't move if you don't have to.
Okay.
Try to get out of their reach. And I am going to move this way and try. I'm just basically moving until something.
All right.
I'm going to take my 40 feet of movement and just try to get one of them to, at least one of them to attack me.
Sure. So actually pause right where you're at. That's where it bursts out of the ground and tries to chomp on you.
Good.
Four. Hit a 21. For a total of 14. 7 more. Or 7 off your temp hits, so down 7. And it is back in view.
Good. All right. So, since this is actually working pretty well, I'm going to try to wrestle this one into the water.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, 25.
That will do. So you get it pushed back about yonder.
Would for a flare, can we say that I put my maul under it and sort of like flipped it overhead?
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we'll dump it there. And as it flips onto its back in the water, that same steam begins rising. Go ahead and roll 3d6. Yep.
Okay, let's see if I can do better this time. It's actually precisely 7 again.
Wonderful.
All right. For my second attack, I'm going to just take my maul and bring it down on top of it.
Okay.
To sort of like just be like, stay down.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 13.
Will not hit.
Okay.
You should have pogo sticked it.
I mean, that was the general idea.
No, I mean like put the hammer under your feet, the head of it, and then just
and
hop
like,
in the air like a
push it
pogo
down.
stick.
Just push it down.
Yeah, like you're stepping on the back of a shovel to dig out a hole.
All right. And that's all I can do.
Okay. Bring us back to top of the round with Nivara.
All right. Well, seeing as it's only going to damage Ark, and I'm relatively certain he can handle it.
Kibble.
Kibble's far enough away, isn't he?
It's right next to it, technically.
He's a level 2 rogue. He should be fine with
All right. Well,
a dex save. Isn't it a dex save or no?
Nope, it just straight happens.
It's just damage.
Oh.
Kibble hasn't been hit yet, though, so I think he's...
Yeah.
I'm going to say let's finish this. So we will start the bombardment of Eldritch Blasts.
Okay. $17 will hit. 10 will not. 24 definitely will.
Damn.
And critical fail will not. So 2.
Yeah, 26.
Nice.
Wow.
Bullet 4.
Almost maximum damage.
You know, I just noticed there's a bear trap on the ground.
That there is. All right.
There's also a pitfall over there.
So that slams into him twice. The other 2 rays go streaking overhead. Erupt. Hit. 15 and 8. So for Arc, 7 and 4. Gibble, 15 and 8.
That had to hurt. Yep.
4 is going to be 11, so that will take off your 7. Add 4 more, so 38. There we are. Okay. Any movement?
Nope. Gonna stay here.
Okay. That'll bring us to Draho.
Okay. I'm gonna drop the bow, put it aside, draw my rapier, kick Kibble into the water, and step forward so I can stab this thing to death, because... Sorry.
Look at you stealing the show.
Well, now Kibble's out of the way. He doesn't get opportunity if I move him, right?
It's forced movement.
It is... Technically
Okay.
does per raw, just not
Can
per
I
AL.
take the
but I'm gonna go with
off
not.
attack instead?
I'm not going to worry about it.
You know what?
Okay.
This one actually, didn't this one use its reaction to attack me anyway?
It did.
Oh, good. Yeah, then that's good. Kick Kibble off so he's protected.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna step up and just give it a good old, double stabby. That's the technical term. So going to step up, trying to look as fearsome as I can, and then one hand up very effeminately and sort of girly scream while doing the Roberto from Futurama stabs at it. I'm actually pretty decent. this.
Oh, hey, Lexi. Sorry, I was so focused on this, I wasn't looking at chat.
2 attacks. Both of them hit.
I do.
Nice. So that's 4 and 4 is 8. So that's +8 and roll 2d8s. So that is 13 damage.
Right, fire bullet 4 squeals, continues to steam and dies. With 2 attacks, though, that will
That's fine. I
spray
can take
Arc
them.
twice and you twice. First one is going to be 8. Second one is also 8. So total of 8 for Arc, 16 for you.
And there's one more somewhere, right?
Yep. That you've seen.
Oh, thanks for feeding my paranoia.
You're welcome.
That's okay.
That brings us to Kibble, who will scoot himself into the boat here.
Heal, hopefully.
He seems to ready in action.
Commandeer.
Okay. That's fine. I just got him out of the way of that thing so he didn't get killed when we killed him.
Roscar.
Oh, yeah, and of course, bonus action, I'm going to do a fancy, twirly with a sword and rile up the crowd so I look more manly than I did making that attack.
All right, make that athletics check, or acrobatics check.
Because I just stole another kill, so... Yes!
That'll do.
You have been on fire more than Ark currently is.
See, and you guys thought that the roller in this was bad last week.
Nah.
I mean, generally it treats me with disgust where I'm rolling like perfect the whole game. Then when we get to ambush 2 Ettins and 2 ogres, it's like 3, 4, 4, 5, 4.
Right, Froscar.
All right. I'm gonna enlarge Arc.
Okay.
Oh, for the big finish.
Yep. And that'll be it.
Brave man, just standing there. Not
Okay.
hit.
I would say as I got bigger, my feet would make noise.
That is true.
Damn it, Kibble.
So the bullet erupts from the ground, leaps at Kibble. However, Kibble will get his pop attack first. Unfortunately, at disadvantage since he's using his bow. So he will miss. The bullet will then attack Kibble. One will hit.
Oh no, Kibble.
Right, and Kibble is down.
Oh, yeah,
He healed himself.
It's okay. That's why we've got potions.
Yeah.
Ark's turn.
It is.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I am going to charge at this thing and try to plow it into the rock pile.
Okay.
And that cost me 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, all but 5 feet of my movement. But that's okay. God damn it. Okay, 13.
It could roll bad.
It could. It does. Rolls an 8. So it gets shoved back as you push it forward.
Okay. And I keeping up with it?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Second attack.
Slam its head into the rock. Every time you get into one of these fights with a large thing, all I want you to do is just maul it like a big old wrestler. That's all I want.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to try to grapple it.
All right.
You got this.
That's cocked. 16.
That does not hit the AC, so just shy. You go to make that grab, and you just find that its armor plates are a little bit too sticky. Can't quite get purchase.
Okay. Do I have enough movement to put myself directly between him and unconscious Kibble?
Sure.
Okay. And I'm just gonna at it.
Okay. Bring us to Navarra.
I'm assuming I'm gonna have to move to fire through Ark's giant ass.
No, technically, correct.
All right, well then I'm just gonna go full on Gatling gun on this thing again.
Goodbye, Ark.
I can take it.
Level miss.
Let's inspiration that.
Okay.
That's the thing.
It
I'm
will
already,
work.
I'm already using advantage.
Ooh.
All right, so that one's gonna miss 3
Hit.
and 4. Okay.
1 crit and 1 bullet.
Okay, so regular is 9, and then how do I add another?
Right click once.
Okay.
And I'd assume that I wouldn't get the bonus +4, so 23 total.
Nice. And Ark takes 2.
That is correct.
Question is how bad? Because I might still be up, I might not.
Not that die roll. That should not be aimed at Kibble.
I was gonna say, why are you attacking Kibble?
I'm specifically there so you can't.
So 14 on the first.
That will knock me out. Oh, is that 14 before the halving?
Nope.
Oh.
All right. So 14 on the first, which would be 7. And then 9 on the second, which would be 4.
Okay, so the second one will knock me unconscious.
Okay.
As I go out, I look at as I fall back, still enlarged. I look at Draho and go, blow it up.
Wow.
Which
Because here's the
consecutively
thing.
is Draho's turn.
Here's the thing. If you can kill it in one shot, I only take 2 points of damage. I only take 2 failed death saves.
Yeah, I've got no choice.
I also just told you to. So
Yeah, but I mean,
honor me.
Draho's not a big enough jerk that he'll just sacrifice teammates. I don't know why everyone gets that
Also,
impression.
I want to fall over in a manner that to where my body gives Kibble cover.
Okay, here goes 2 sharp shots. Hope for the best. Wow! That's another crit.
That it is.
Well, no sense not using my other bramble attack.
And mind you, though, that is 2 arrows. Take the first one, or do you want to do both at the same time?
Let's take the crit and do that damage, then see if it's still standing.
Now that's your second roll, so you'd be taking both at the same time.
Okay, let's do the first one, see what happens.
Okay.
So that's wrong dice. 14 and D2D8. Nope, not 2D8. I wanted 1D8. So that would be 16 damage.
Right. He emits a burst of fire and a flaming scream and dies.
Oh, well, in that case, let's bramble it.
Just for
Flare. 6 more.
All right.
Flare.
Ark, take your 2
That's just,
auto death
it-
options.
it's just one though because it's not a melee attack in 5 feet. It is a splash damage.
Oh,
of 0
true,
anything.
true. I'll go with
So
that.
I take 1 failed save.
Yep. Kibble would be up next. Save for him. He's good.
You guys also happen to know I have 3 potions on me.
Froscar is up next. Froscar.
I'm just going to stay put because there's nothing I can see to attack.
All right. That brings it to Ark's turn, so roll.
I'm going to use the duck.
Boy, if Ark dies, that's gonna screw up my will.
This is just a straight roll, not like a constitution check, right?
Correct.
I got ducked over. It is a 9.
Yep, so that is 1 failure.
You guys know, at least 2 of you know I have 3 potions on me.
He's fine because I'm gonna walk over there, take a potion out of his wherever he's storing it, and dump it in.
All right, roll your 2d4.
All right. It's 5. I get 7 back.
Okay. Let's draw Ho up next.
Okay. He's taking care of that. I'm assuming Navarre's going to take care of Kibble, so I'm going to put an arrow in my teeth, knock another one, and shoot the first thing to pop out of the ground and attack us.
Okay. Back to Kibble again. Second failed death save. Froscar.
Still isn't anything I could attack, so I'm not doing anything.
Okay. Ark.
I come to, see Kibble, still unconscious. So I pull out my other standard potion and I feed it down its throat.
All right, make your roll.
Also 7.
Okay. Kibble
That was-
waste
that-
back up and
that
is
That was 50 gold well spent.
Yeah, right?
What happened? Where are they?
As he comes to, I'm gonna put my hand on it. I'm gonna just be like, "You're fine, but," and I'm gonna push the boat into the water just
Okay.
in case.
Back over to here. And good 30 seconds goes by, nothing happens, and the crowd is just kind of standing there like, what's going on?
I will say,
Yeah.
after that, I will go into my second rage just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, and if nothing's happening, I'm going to start doing a little acrobatic show across the bridge just to keep people's entertainment until something pops up.
All right. Well, at that point, the announcer comes back on. Arachnophobia, everyone! They have brought down the fire bullets. The crowd just goes wild. Excitement.
And I trip off the bridge.
Yeah.
How many did we killed 3 of them on the surface, right?
Total of 5.
Right, but two were in the water, or are they floating?
Floating at this point.
How much do these things weigh?
What are you planning to do with them?
You know they have armored like shells, right?
Oh,
They're basically what, rhinoceros sized?
Yeah,
Huh.
they're huge.
Okay, well, I'm still in large, so I'm going to carry at least 2 of them out of there.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to start just throwing them out our door. And, you know, if any official tries to stop me, I'll be like, take them from me.
No, they are more than happy to allow you to clean up.
yeah, and I, of course, am going to go to our flag once I get out of the water.
Okay.
And
Yeah, pull the ones out of the water, too.
pick it up and then just wave it and sort of triumphantly march to the exit.
Okay. So the crowd continues to go wild for a couple minutes, and then it slowly dies down. People are making their way back over to the betting pool. You see Todrick not looking overly pleased.
Did he bet against us?
Could be.
What a dick! We saved his sister at an exorbitant price.
Very absorbed.
How much did you bet against us, just out of curiosity?
Only 100 gold, dude. Only 100 gold.
All right, wait.
Well, maybe next time you'll change your bet.
Probably. I should know better. You guys did take on the ogres. Yeah. Figured that, it was going to be remoras and at least 3 of them.
Wait, milk-fed babies want 3 remoras?
Uh-huh. It was
Shit.
crazy, dude.
Yeah,
Those things
That-
like explode kind of like your fire bullets did.
yeah, I've seen it. Generally stay away from those.
Hmm. So I'm gonna go home now. Rogue later. He bounces.
Very good.
Hey, Draho, you wouldn't happen to be invested in a tannery, would you?
Not yet, but once I pick up my winnings, I know exactly what I'm doing.
How much did you bet, by the way?
How about the gold I had available at the time?
Considering how beat up Ark is, he'll accept that.
I'm specifically trying to avoid letting you know how much money I have because Draho does not like
No,
to brag or be shamed.
Here, just real quick. Ark is perceptive enough to pick up on that, and he lets it go.
All right. So you guys, Draho collects his winnings. A prize bucket for you guys comes out with 800 gold.
Oh, okay.
Wait, we made 800 for that whole event?
Correct.
That definitely returns my investment.
Right.
See, there's 3 of us plus, no, 4 of us, sorry. Plus Kibble, so that's, well, I'll take 100 of it and give Kibble my other 100, and then you guys can split the rest, 200 apiece.
Okay.
Nice.
That works for me.
Post that, you guys are able to have your carts brought over, load up the fire bullet bodies, turn them to your warehouse.
Oh yeah, that adamantine is going to come in handy right now.
I have got a warehouse now. That's right. So I'll add another 100 gold to my sheet. For my winnings. Kibble can take the other 100 because I feel like he earned it almost dying.
Okay.
And you guys split 200 apiece.
Go ahead and add that to your sheets.
Hey, I am at exactly what I started the day with.
And how much did I get off my winnings?
At 1,000, you would have gotten an additional 200.
Yeah.
Oh, all I had.
I've got investments coming
How
up
is
as
that
well.
embarrassing that you bet 1,000 on us to get 200 back?
It's embarrassing because Draho's pretty much putting everything on the line. And if that didn't work out, he'd be asking you for rent money, basically.
It's only embarrassing if we lost, which we didn't.
But we stood a chance of losing going into this.
I'm not sure if that's confidence in the team or just sheer recklessness on your part, but dude. Of course, Ark doesn't know this, but man.
Yeah.
So Ark, after taking a short rest, is going to inquire or ask everyone who would be better at finding out information. We need to find someone who can properly break these down.
What's the hide made of exactly? Is it
I mean, they got thick hide, but they also have like armored plates on their top.
Mm-hmm. Like their entire front shell headish area.
Well, if it's metallic to any degree, I have a smith that knows how to work with some pretty exotic elements.
Yeah.
Not specifically metallic, but it's a form of chitin.
Ah, okay. So who would be able to work that?
Yeah, we'd have to go to like some type of skinning person.
Okay, well, Deraho's got an investment to make.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll pay for this because it's my idea, but Ark's just, this is too good, and he doesn't want to mess it up.
Well, I mean, again, Draho is going to invest in it anyways, so.
Okay. So you end up making your way over to a tannery shop, specifically Tanner's Tannery.
I see what they did there.
As you come in, it's got an over-present smell of the tanning chemicals that make it, shall we say, less than pleasant. You do see a guy next to just kind of a big open set of planks that has a cowhide up against it and is scraping that hide.
Would you be the tanner?
Oh yeah, I'm Tana. How can I help you?
I have
tanner,
something
or
that
is
may
he
be
the
a
tanner?
fun challenge for you. If you want to come out to our cart real quick.
Oh sure, always up for a challenge. And he
And
wanders
since
out
your
with you.
carts are covered, I'm just like, have you ever worked with, and I quote open, bullets before?
Oh, what the shit? Okay. Well,
Good
that's
answer.
different. I mean, I can give it a shot.
Okay. Well, we've got 5 of them, so just do one at a time and take your time.
Right. It
Wanna
can
try
do.
to keep-
Might
just wanna
might
try
take a
to
bit.
Yeah. Oh no, that's fine. I'm sure it'll be worth whatever your rate is, but just mostly try to focus on keeping the armor sections preserved.
Sure. I'll let you know the price once I figure out how to do it and watch us.
I mean, that's fair. Do you know anything about any of this being like good eating?
I've never seen one of these before.
Okay. Well, this will be a learning experience for you, I assume.
Just a bit.
All right.
At very least, we'll get the guts off it.
All right. We got what's it called? A receipt or something?
Sure. Goes back inside and pulls out a parchment paper.
I
5
learned it from
large,
watching
ugly
you,
monsters.
Tahoe.
Yep.
Brings it back
And of-
out and hands it over.
And of course, I tell you, you need to sign that or imprint your insignia on it.
I will put an approximation of a bear claw on there.
Okay.
So basically, I'm trying to like recreate the little totem that I've been carrying.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, that's good enough.
And
And then I tell you, of
as
course,
I
would
turn-
you like me to hold that paperwork, or do you plan to hold on to it? Because you don't want to lose it.
Yeah, I would hate to stain it with my blood. There you go.
Yeah, I'll put it with my other documents.
Okay. Where to next?
Next, I would like to head over to the guild and drop the usual on a tannery.
The usual on a what?
The usual on a tannery. They know what my deal is.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I have a standard investment plan set up. So
I have to think there's like one clerk there is like, what is it this time?
yeah, because I don't ask for anything particular. I just walk in and I name random businesses, and I'm like,
If
give me a
keep
stake
this-
in
if
that.
you keep this up, we'll be able to make our own parody version of Monopoly.
I mean, eventually we'll just have a discount on everything in town.
But yeah, you guys get over to the guild clerk, takes the money and annotates what type you want. Nods
I tell him
and
Tanner's Tanner, obviously.
says he'll make it happen.
Excellent. Thank
So-
you
so-
very much.
So after taking the time to rest and then head over to the tannery, what time of day is it?
Let's go with late afternoon, so 3-4ish.
So who's hungry?
Before we do any of that, I want to speak with you guys real quick. We've got to actually discuss some business before we head off to eat.
I mean, head
Ark.
up, he is in over in the other area.
Yeah, Ark, Navarra. Which one of you stands the best chance of surviving our encounters?
I mean, I can take the most hits.
Given how many times Ark has almost died,
To be fair, it takes a lot more to make me almost die than it does you.
Okay. Well, I need you guys to come with me, Kibble as well, to the law offices. Froskar, you can come along too.
Okay.
Need to go to the law office real quick.
Sure. So you wander over to the local city watch.
Yep. And then, go in, speak to the guy, and, away from them and say, hey, I need to get my will written up, and I've got to get my trustees to sign it so they're ready to inherit if something happens to me.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna want to go to a lawyer. Not
That's
a
where I
law.
said I wanted to go.
You said a law office.
You know what I meant.
Sure.
Lawyer. Draho's not
A
that
law.
dumb.
So you
A
wander over
police.
to a local lawyer's office.
Yes. And I have them draw up the paperwork. Basically, I want to leave everything to Navarra. Should she not be available, then Ark. Should he not be available, we'll put Frostgarn and then just keep going through the party. And I'll have the others sign it when the time comes.
Okay.
And of course, I want to put a footnote in there that, because that's basically everything I own will be passed off to Navarra if I die, unless she's dead, in which case it goes to Ark. And then, of course, I want to leave a very heavy stipend to Kibble. Like she needs to. We can discuss that off screen, but I want to leave a stipend to Kibble in case after I die, he decides to go out on his own. He's
Sure.
got money for it.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and say you got that all done. Everybody's got it signed, and we'll drop the paperwork later.
Yep, that's what I figured. I just wanted to do that when I had the party so they're aware that they are in the will now.
Now, if Navarra is somehow the last to die, but then dies later, does her patron get all that?
Could be.
Well, what
I feel like,
happens-
yeah. If I die last, then this all goes to Levistus.
Your soul gets there and Levis is like, I don't want any of this crap.
Why am I invested in half a town? Boy, that'll just, yeah.
I'm
Well,
sure
I
he'd
mean,
find a way to
What's
make
with-
it work.
Why am I getting a necklace of cobalt teeth? What is this?
well, I mean, I'm sure if I die and Ivara gets it, she'll set up her own will to keep it passing along.
Why do I own 25% of every business in Ravensbluff? Like, I'm sure I can find a use for that, but why?
Yeah, eventually I'm just going to have to get involved with everything. But yeah, so now we got the Tanner, so next time we show up, we can make him give us a discount on the work he did.
Okay, where to next?
To eat.
Right.
Let's celebrate.
So
On
you
me.
guys head back to
Hooray.
the Sword Tables Lounge. As you walk in, there's just an effervescent smell of roast boar. Some sweet apple mingling in with that as well.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you guys.
And you
I
see
wasn't
this
sure.
kind of palatial setting of large tables with 3 separate boar just sitting on each table, somewhat still smoking with coals under them.
Oh, you got 3. Nice. Good job.
We do what we
That's
can.
better than 2.
I expected 1. So
Well, for what you paid.
I toss another gold to them and be like, I pleasantly surprised.
Right, he catches it. Anytime.
You don't have to check our money. You know we're good for it.
Also, Draho, and I waved to him because I did reserve one of the bottles. With you specifically in mind. I hand it to Draho so he can do with it what he wants.
I'm going to look at it's one of the 25 gold fancy elven wines.
Yes,
right?
it is. Yes, it is.
I'm going to look at it really sort of stunned, look around and then be like, thank you. And set it on the table and say, everyone help yourselves.
And I'll actually explain, like, I wasn't sure how today was going to go, and I actually ordered this before we went and fought the ogres.
Oh, thank you for the feast. And then he's going to go grab his dragon. Because it should be involved in the feast too.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Eventually, it'll start going with me when we do stuff.
So, yeah, so it's not just the roast boar. There's, there's fresh vegetables, fish if you want some, fruits, exotic fruits. I wasn't sure how today was going to go, and win or lose, I'm proud to fight with you and call you my friends.
So, yep, go get my fancy box, bring it back, and set it on the table.
Okay. As you set it down, it kind of peeks open just slightly. The stinger comes out and seems to be searching.
Yeah, we don't have. Whenever the food gets to the table, I'm obviously going to make a big plate of a little bit of everything, and then I'm going to get a bowl, pretty much, and pour some wine in it, and another one with some water, and set them right in front of the box, and say,
That's all yours.
Okay. It looks to be set up as self-serve, but Kibble runs over and starts dishing out plates and bringing them back to each.
Yes, Butler School paying off.
I'm gonna ask for a bottle of mead,
Okay.
and I'm gonna throw down another gold.
All right.
I'm assuming it's already included in the price, but I'm happy we won.
Yep. Titus runs back into the wine cellar, brings it back out. Here you go.
And I'm actually gonna I'm gonna signal to Kibble when you're done, and I'm gonna go sit next to Frostgar. Like me, you, and Kibble, the only three who got knocked out. First drinks with us.
Thanks, I'll need it after that last one.
you do seem to have a little bit of a habit of just all at once.
I didn't know I looked that delicious to them. Maybe it's my height.
Probably.
You do look like a big meal.
Is that Kibble?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm actually gonna like pick Kibble up and put him into his booster seat, which I'm assuming was already set up.
Yep.
Okay.
And
This guy
his
knows
little
us.
legs
He's
just
got
kind of
stuff.
dangle, and he's kicking them back and forth like a kid.
Yeah, I'm gonna pour him into a regular size mug, not a small one for his size. I'm like, make sure you eat plenty with that, but that's more of that stuff I gave you before.
Okay. And he picks it up, and you can see him just down it.
Go, Kibble!
I grab, I just like tear an entire leg off of one of the boards. I'm like, meat with that.
Oh, okay. And he picks it up and sorry. And he starts
No,
cutting it.
It's okay. Just I'm not sure if you've ever been drunk, and
Well, now's a good time, and I pour him a glass of wine.
okay, and he came over this plate, so I'll be like, you did good. To Kibble.
Oh, thanks. I'm sorry I fell down.
Hey, it happens. Point is, you did great.
I'll do better next time.
That's the spirit.
Hey, that one you just shot him right through with the ballista right away. I give him a little like fist
And-
bump.
His tiny little three-handed claw comes out and boop.
That's for you. All right. So yeah, there is way more food than probably we can eat, but
Well,
Oh,
anything that's
by
left
far.
over, I'm going to ask you if we can send it to the barracks to the troops.
oh yeah, definitely we'll have a bunch of that set. And also anything that's left too, I'm sure that we can have salted and preserved so we can keep going at it for a while.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to ask him to whatever we don't eat and the little bit that we don't preserve to send it over to my warehouse, give him the address. Take it to Captain, what was it, Jason?
Yep. Justin.
Yeah, Justin, yeah. Take it to Captain Justin and tell him it's from Draho and Arachnophobia, compliments of Ark. Enjoy.
All right. We'll get that sent right on over.
Thanks.
I actually, as the can you tell it when you get there and present it to him? Can you say this just in?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can do that.
Thank you. Make sure that there's not much of a pause between just in. Just trust me.
Can do.
If Draho dies, I'm coming back as Captain Justin. It's decided.
I thought you hated puns.
No, just because I love the idea of just a grizzled veteran adventurer named Justin. It's just hilarious.
I would say handbag says otherwise.
Shut up. Will I ever live down that pun?
Oh
Not for
no.
a while now.
Puns live forever. So you guys finish up. They cart off the rest to the warehouse for the guards. You see Eno sitting at his normal table. Seems to be eating a bit of gruel. And Kibble wanders over and chats with him for a bit.
That's weird. Now the question. Does Draho want to get his nose involved in Kibble's business?
Yeah.
Yes, he does. Because it could affect the team if Kibble's getting into some nefarious shit. So I'm going to walk over and just casually stand nearby, see if I can eavesdrop a little, if at all
Keep your
possible.
cloak.
Okay.
Stealth.
Oh, yeah. I can pull the cloak up and just creep behind the table.
Yep. So you wander over and you overhear Kibble kind of regaling them with the battle and just how awesome that everyone was, and the backflips and the bow going into the air and the rapier being flipped and caught behind you. And he just seems to be talking you up.
It's a level of art.
Eno is kind of doing the normal old man thing, smiling, chuckling every now and again.
Basically just humoring a child.
Yep.
Okay. Well, now that I know he's not up to something nefarious, I'm going to creep on back.
I'll actually, I'll go up to, what was it? Why am I forgetting? Titus.
Mhm.
Like, this is for Eno too, if he wants some.
Oh no, he generally just like stews
Okay.
and set in his ways.
Hey, the invitation stays open.
Not a problem.
Yeah, we have a bad habit of ordering more food than we actually need.
You and every other adventure.
And you know what? If there's even more excess, if there's like an orphanage in town or something like that, send it right over.
Can do.
And we'll have to see what the guards eat, because we are also feeding 11 other dudes. And possibly some ladies. I don't know. I didn't pick them. Justin picked them.
You picked Justin and left it to him.
Yeah. I told him to get people that are willing to work for next to nothing, and take the risk involved. Basically desperate. Dewy-eyed rookies.
As you guys start finishing up with dinner and it gets taken out and post to Kibble's conversation, grabs his cane and kind of wanders over to you. Let's see. That not so illegal fighting ring.
We're not supposed to call them that. We're supposed to call them. What was it, Ark? You told me not to call it an illegal fight ring.
Yeah, I told you not to call it an illegal fight ring. I didn't give you another term.
Oh, well, what should we call it then? That's probably something we need, because I can't keep calling it a not illegal fight ring.
First rule of Fight Club.
Nino sits down at the table with you.
Well, I got bored when they came in and after our first adventure, so I went to find something to do. And, they told me it was underground, both literally and figuratively. But
battle.
And got a good workout in.
Good.
So
Y'all seem be much better experienced.
yeah, also quite experienced at cracked ribs now.
Yeah. If you want, I can call for a temple. Bring a cleric on over.
Oh no. We appreciate that, but we've got our years.
Yeah, we'll take a day off and recuperate.
Besides, pain lets you know you're alive, right?
Yeah, it sure does. So I done asked your feathery friend at one point what brought him to town. He was a little, I would say, cagey. What brings you all to town?
I hate that I got that.
That was a good joke. Quick, I need to tweet that.
That one hurt. You just there's a bell curve. And you hit
was
the back
supposed
end of it.
There's not going to be any flattening of any curves here.
Yeah. So what? Does he want to know what we're doing in town?
Yep.
Well,
I got lost.
Does one get lost coming to the city of adventurers?
Well, I was looking for some place where I could invest in some businesses, and I wound up an adventure somehow with a bunch of associates and involved in an underground exercise competition.
Now that does
We're
happen,
getting-
and that's
we're
a
getting-
decent way to put it.
We're getting there.
Well, what about yourself, Miss Navarro?
Well, like we talked about, what was it? Last 10 day? Some less than ideal things happened, and there's a few devils that have a claim on my soul, and I came to Raven's Bluff to find out how to get it back.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I am old, and I do forget these things.
I know you're asking us to mention the dream, but Draho legitimately believes it was just a weird illusion while he was out in the woods because he'd been away from civilization too long, so he's not going to mention it.
That's fine.
The funny thing is, my actual backstory involves dreams, so I'm bringing it up.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the only reason I know what you wanted, but he just Draho doesn't think that's why he's here. He's here because he got lost.
Well, in my case, I left my village. I'm being guided by a spirit of it appears to me as a bear.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a bear totem. They're very strong.
Quite, and I draw quite a bit of power from it, seemingly. It was giving me visions. I don't fully understand them, but it showed me danger, various types, death, fires.
That sounds ominous. Go into a bit more detail.
At first they just seemed spooky, and then they gradually got worse, and I began to have the impression that I needed to venture out into the world away from my tribe to serve or at least to deal with a larger problem. Seen vague images of monsters, whole forest burning. Though the dream I had bringing us here, which we share for some reason, it was different, very separate from the ones I normally have. Although in the past few weeks, I've been trying to reconnect with my bear spirit. And all the ones I've had since coming to Raven's Bluff involve undead.
Interesting.
The most recent one shows the undead astride many dragons, burning our world and others. And this time, for the first time, the bear appeared to me armored. It's always fought when the undead have appeared in the visions, but this time it was very much seemed purposefully going to battle rather than simply defending.
Perhaps it's taking up the role of the protector.
That's the role it seems it wants for me, as I look to everyone else and kind of grin.
I see.
You mentioned the dream that we all shared, right? Because
Yes.
I've been so long since I've done that. I'm gonna immediately go, hey, I had that illusion too. Figured it was just something I ate out in the woods, mushrooms or something.
Well, that's interesting. What was yours like?
Basically same thing. Saw a big, scary dude. All of what he basically said, pretty much identical to his. Weird. Two people having the same illusion.
Yeah. What about the other two of you? Miss Navarro, Mr. Froscow.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah,
I tend to push my memories back.
I saw the same vision at least twice.
Interesting. And that vision led you here.
Well, originally my spirit just my totem spirit just guided me, showed me vague images of where I needed to go, and I would find myself passing through them. I just trusted. So while I'm here, I figured this is where it wants me to be, but now it seems to be calling me back out. So perhaps once we finish our last fight, which is probably just the next one, that's where we'll be venturing next.
Interesting.
It might also have something to do with that ship that we found, that we saw, or that I saw working the docks the one day.
What ship is that?
Navarro, what was the name of that ship?
I believe it was the All-Seeing Eye.
Yeah,
Oh, them damn dirty Thayans. Every time they come here, there's always a problem.
yeah, the crew seemed rather sickly, though they weren't harming anyone. It was very unnerving, and everyone who had to work around or on the ship seemed very unsettled.
It's because more often than not, them Thayans like to use undead as servants. You sure they was just sickly? Not dead?
That good of a
Whoa,
look
whoa,
at 'em, but
There was a ship full of undead in port and nobody said anything?
I told you guys.
No, you told us they were sickly. I just figured they didn't understand sea travel yet. Probably new to the ocean. Didn't tell me they were
Are
undead.
they hostile?
Not generally. The couple that we have come in through here are, what are they called? Diplomats. So they have immunity here in the city. Never a good thing. They always bring their undead with them.
But they've never sought to start a ruckus.
No, the Thayans tend to keep to themselves until some form of plan has been enacted, in which they pull additional land power grabs, but they haven't done that for hundreds of years.
When they're here, do they generally behave politely?
More often than not. Some more than others. Like any diplomat, some feel that they can get away with things that they shouldn't.
But generally polite.
Generally. So did your other friends also have this?
I don't know. I try not to talk to them too much.
They all did. Even strangely enough, our other archer, who seems to have wandered off a bit. We didn't even encounter him here. We encountered him at the bandit camp. He just kind of showed up.
That does
he
happen.
mentioned the dream as well.
Interesting. Was there any iconography?
There was the sign outside.
And one of the figures had the city crest on his pauldron.
Yep.
The city crest. Tell me more of this one. What did he look like?
I'm sorry. It was his tabard, not his pauldron. So let's see. Let me think. What did he look like? Rotting corpse of a man in broken chainmail. His tabard had the city crest on it, and his left pauldron had a blue wave with an 8-pointed golden star and a circle of white.
Sounds like the de Villa's house.
Who?
The richest nobles in the city. Good folk. They've been protecting Raven's Bluff for much like the Thayans have been here many hundreds of years. So if this one was an old dead de Villa's, now depending on what he said, may be of import.
He said that he failed his team, but darkness was coming, and we should seek your inn.
Interesting. I did run with a knight at one point that was a de Villa's, but I can't imagine he would have the capacity, even in death, to overcome said death, speak to adventurers such as yourself.
Also, in my visions, I have been repeatedly called to seek out the sage.
Now that's interesting. That's the moniker I used to go by back in my younger days.
Hmm.
Huh. This is weird. It's like everything seems to be leading to you in this city.
That is odd. Our
Out of, char-
last venture. Oh, go ahead.
out of character, just the conspiracy board behind me.
Yeah. I love it because Draho legitimately did not care about any of that stuff. So now he's learning exactly why he's really here. He just figured he got lost coming through town.
On our last outing, we were dealing with dragons, oddly creating powerful artifacts, dragonstone. Not quite the orbs of dragon kind that you might have heard of, but something similar, insidious. And when all brought together, calamity, fire, destruction.
I'm going to pull out the blank book that I found at the Sable Ridge Catacombs and read him the poem from it to
That
see, does this ring any bells, you
it,
know?
it does. We used to have a copy just like that. We took care of that problem almost 100 years ago. It should not be a problem. We destroyed it thoroughly.
13. 13 dragons.
Indeed. 13 stones.
Hmm.
All the stones lost their power when we took out the dragons.
Do you by any chance have a couple sketches of these stones or some detailed descriptions you can write down?
Not specifically. Those of us in the company hid them away. That way, should their power ever rise again, which from the sounds of it may be coming, that they could not be used.
Is there any way to destroy them?
Not that we have found. Stones seem to be tougher than adamantite, stronger than a dragon, more magical than any other artifact that we have found.
Does the phrase the obsidian blade mean anything to you?
No, not specifically. Ones that we fought back in the day were not the Obsidian Blade.
Because I've heard rumors that there's a group calling themselves this, also looking for ancient, powerful artifacts.
Perhaps a new group of upstarts has come around?
And they seem to be using undead.
That also does not portend well. That being said, perhaps tell you the location of where I hid mine. If it is come back to life, then we know we have a problem.
Where is it? Is it far?
Kind of looks around and begins casting a spell. And then all of a sudden, there's just kind of a dull silence around the table. That'll keep any looky-loos out. Up yonder in the Earthfast Mountains, well northeast of here, was a cave where we found a brown dragon.
Brown dragon.
Yeah, you don't see many of them. They were a thing and became a different type of dragon at one point. It coveted the ivory stone which I held. And he pulls out a piece of paper and kind of gives you a base map of where that would be.
I'm going to look the map over, fold it up, put it with my documents.
Okay.
How far away from here is that?
About 3 days travel. Now, the cave it's hidden in is bear trapped. Specifically so. Lord knows over the last 100 years whether or not anything else may have moved in as well.
Did you trap the cave?
I did.
Could you give us a rundown of what the traps are so we can bypass them and not disable them?
Sadly, it was such a long time ago. I remember there are several pit traps. Something that's going to make an explosion like a fireball. Watch out for the fire trap runes. We had one that rather explosive, so if you see barrels, stay away from them.
Good to know.
If those happen to get tapped whatsoever, it can blow up a dragon all on its own.
Good to know.
So we're walking into an unknown danger with unknown traps set by what is apparently a very skilled adventuring party.
Used to be. The last of us these days. The Guardian of Souls.
My name is Deckard Caton, and I am the last of the Horadrum.
Question: if you're the last one, does that mean we have no way of figuring out where these other stones are? Should we need them?
There are always possibilities. See if that stone is still active. Look into said possibility. You'll know when you see it if it's active.
Beyond our skill so far.
If you don't find it, we'll know it's not.
Okay. So and obviously if it's not active, leave it where it is and come back. Yeah, gotcha.
With any luck, it will be active. Even be.
With any luck.
But if it's going to take us 3 days to get there, and we have to be back here in a 10-day to fight again.
Oh, this is clearly something we want to over-prepare for before.
We might want to start heading out.
I mean,
yeah.
Unless we want to just blow off the next Hall of Wonders fight.
if we're going into such a dangerous place, we're going to want to take some time to prepare.
Actually, I'm going to suggest, do you guys think we could ask the Hall of Wonders to push our fight back an extra week?
Wager I can.
Because if we got a 2-week time frame, we got enough time to get it done and prepare for it.
I'm sure they can make some excuse about making the arena particularly extravagant.
I'll wager. I've got a friend down there that we can talk to. Don't worry about them.
Yeah, because I don't see why we're clearly the big draw out of everyone involved in this. So obviously they're going to want to have us regardless of when we can do it. So I feel like just like everything else in this town, we have leverage.
Yeah, who goes to see a win by forfeit?
No one with money, that's for sure.
Well,
yeah, so I obviously am gonna prep the we're gonna go through the prep and make sure the wagons are prepared for it. Obviously want to take all 3 of our wagons. Now we got horses in the there were horses in that mine that I know we mentioned bringing with us.
Yep, 4 horses in total, 3 chestnut, 1 sable.
Okay, and we already had 2 or 3 horses, right?
Correct.
So that would put us at 4. 7 horses. We can have 2 horses draw each wagon and then keep the other horse as a backup. And that way, should we find another wagon at this place to load up, we can unhitch a horse, hitch it up. We'll be good to go.
I mean, to be fair, if we go there and we make it back out, I'm sure we can find a way to conceal it better than it already is and come back for anything we can't bring back.
I'd rather get everything in one go and not risk it. Plus, I mean, 2 horses drag the weight better than 1 anyway.
I wouldn't assume there'd be a lot of loot in said place.
Well, you don't know what could happen on our way there. We could, for all we know, remember the first time we went out of town, we wandered upon a giant freaking ambushed troop of people and got 2 wagons out of it.
This is true. I will say some of these more menial things, I'm sure you can delegate some of those to your guards, while some of us might have to do more specific preparations, purchases, that kind of thing.
Well, yeah, I'm going to have them, obviously load up the carts with essentials. I sent the list of equipment we had, so I got the caltrops you wanted. If anybody else wants specific equipment, Drawho will buy it from the PHB. Drawho will buy it and throw it in the carts for us. I mean, the list isn't too crazy right now. It's just some stuff that are essentials pretty much. Got 5 bedrolls and 5 blankets because I figure we all have our own, but you never know when we might have to escort people or move people around. Good to have some backups. Caltrops, I got grappling hooks and rope. And pretty much everything after that, a crowbar and everything after that is just stuff that I think would be useful. Oh yeah, 5 pots, 5 bars of soap, and 1 barrel.
We can go over our inventory off camera.
Yeah, but basically, if I'll pretty much post the list to the Discord. If there's anything else you guys want, let me know. I'll add it to it and take it out of my gold because I got my winnings to pay for it.
Okay.
From the gambling. And obviously, if anyone wants to, be a good idea to go stock up some potions or whatever.
Yeah, I say we take the better part of 1 day to do any prep work we need to do, then we can set out.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Take a day to get stuff ready. Because we already won today. We should at least take the rest of the day off to relax.
Yeah.
Then start tomorrow. We take a day and just prepare everything and get everything ready. We leave, we got an option. We can travel by night or travel by day. If we travel by night, we can leave that night. Or if you guys want to travel by day, we can leave the next day early in the morning.
Okay. The particulars of this we can all sort out.
Yeah, but I think that's good. So we'd be leaving tomorrow or the next day at latest. That gives us time to prep everything and get ready. Awesome.
All right. Well, with that, we'll actually call it a little bit early tonight to give you guys some time to think about what you want to do with that. And we'll begin next game with us moving onto the road towards the Earthfast Mountain.
Sounds good.
Cool.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Anyone that enjoyed, do make sure to follow. See you all next week.
Bye.